Hi everyone, it's GBGW time with Andrea, and for today's video I am doing a review of three different backs, the Gundam Deathscythe Hell back, the Strike Gundam, and the Gundam Gusion Rebake. And as I've said before, the reason I do the reviews the way I do them is because it's basically the order I got these parts in. I didn't get three backs in a row, but I do the three backs together, and I cross-compare them, everything, but I was just running all over the house getting the kid ready, the baby, set for dinner. So I'm out of breath right now. Anyway, yeah, so the reason I do my reviews the way I do is because they are the order I got them in. I'm not doing them in any particular, like, alphabetical order or anything like that, just the ones that I've got, and then I review the ones that I've had for longer. So, actually, the Gundam Deathscythe Hell is not one that I've had for a very long time, but it is one I had when I first set up my list of parts to review. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Aesthetically, it is one of my favorite backs in the whole entire game. I freaking love this thing. So let's take a look at that. It came not in pink and purple and charcoal as you see here. But this is so absolutely freaking phenomenally amazing. I love the aesthetics for this. That's probably the only thing about it that I love, unfortunately. The stats are pretty average. They're not anything to write home about. The tags, Gundam type's not too bad. High mobility, not horrible tags. They're not the ones that everybody goes for, of course, but still, they're not useless. Okay, sorry, I just got interrupted, so I don't know where I was, but I had to cut some stuff there. What I was saying was the tags are not useless tags. They're not throwaway tags, basically, but, you know, they're not absolutely fantastic. And the part trait is disappointing. In-fighter job, EX skill piercing boosted 28%, and that's at max. And so the minimum is 10%. And what that means is if you have, say, a skill, EX skill, the pierce right here is D. You can't see where my finger is, but the pierce is D, the power is B. EX skills that are the best have higher power. So a B, A minus, A, those are the ones that are the best, you know? The pierce is not as good. So if you have a skill that has, like, you know, an A minus pierce and a power of like D, it's generally not going to be a very powerful EX skill, generally speaking. And so what the Gundam Deathscythe back does is it makes it so that pierce is a little bit better. But since it's kind of like pointless, that the pierce doesn't do a whole ton, it doesn't really matter in the end anyway. And so that's for in-fighters. It's not really fantastic for an in-fighter, but then again, it's not a Sokai part. So got to keep that in mind. Let's see. Stats, aesthetics. There is no in-game thing to see on this one. Let's go ahead and talk about the Strike Gundam back. Now, the Strike Gundam back is not one that I've used a whole ton. I did get it upgraded. I did get it fully upgraded to the 60, you know, while we had that break from weekly events. I do really like the aesthetics for this one. I think it's aggressive. It's like jet fighter piloty, and I really like that about it. I think it's a very nice looking back. It's not Batman-esque, you know, but we're not comparing the two to each other when it comes to aesthetics. Anyway, so that's what it looks like when it's on somebody. It's pretty awesome looking, I think. And then the original color scheme is right here. So the blue and the gray. Again, very fighter jet pilot-y feeling. Okay, the stats on this one, again, they're not really that fantastic. But again, this is not a Sokai part, so we can't expect it to be absolutely Sokai-esque. Tags on this, Pro Tag Gundam type. Good tags. Pro tag is a very common type or tag, but it's a good tag to have. And the EX skill, this is a good one. D and A. So pierce is D, power is A. Detach your backpack to have it operate on its own, attacking enemies with a large beam cannon. Raise melee and shot attack of your squad by 24%. And that's at max. Let's see what it looks like at 1. 15%. So raise melee and shot attack of your squad by 15%. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Okay, let's go ahead and go check out the Gundam Gusion Rebake. This was one of my favorite parts for a very long time. I didn't have a whole lot of really good backs, and I used the heck out of this. And so it has higher than normal melee defense and shot defense, heavy armor, and close combat. This is a good part for... Oh, and I forgot to say that for the other ones. This is a good part for a defender, an outfighter, a middle shooter, somebody who needs to have armor and shot and melee have a boost. So this is not perfect for somebody who is always constantly hand-to-hand, but it is really, really good. And this EX skill is one of my favorite EX skills in the whole game. Let's look at it at level 1. Engage in close quarters. Combat using your subarms and halberd. Squad recovers 30% of maximum armor. Raise melee defense of your squad by 20%. That's pretty awesome. And like I said, I use that all the time. And I know you guys are going to be like, oh, that's not all that great. But when you're starting out, when you're not playing the game very well, or haven't been playing for very long, and you don't have Sokai parts, having something raise your, heal you by 30% and raise your defense by, 20%? That's not insignificant. It really is not. And again, it's got the A, and so it doesn't do, it's not shabby when it comes to the actual damage it does. So we're going to go ahead and go look at these two things. Before I do that, though, the build strike back, I would say this, the tags, it's going to go for a fighter, somebody who needs to defend. It's not great for a shooter. The tags aren't, the shot attack's not that fantastic. It's average, but it's not absolutely fantastic. And the Gundam Deathscythe Hell back is, again, it's the same thing. It's meant for an infighter. It doesn't have absolutely fantastic tags for an infighter. So let's go ahead and go we're going to go to one of the free missions, and, hold it. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Go away, close, form squad. Okay, we're just going to make sure I've got a couple of squads with these on them. Wanna Die, I Squish, we'll swap him out for Thor Squish, and then Wanna Squish is already set up. So let's go ahead and go to the missions. We're gonna do free mission, and we will do hard, I guess. I don't know. What am I working towards right now? I don't really care. Okay, so we'll just do normal, and we'll do this, and then we'll go right here. I don't really care. So let's see how the build strike back, that's what this one guy is using right here. We're not going to have a relief, and we'll put it on auto, and let's see how he does. And I've got his EX skill set up, so it's the only one that should go off. Unless the game cheats for me and puts the EX skills back in. So this is the Build Strike Gundam back, and we're going to see how that EX skill looks in game. For those of you, I love this this location. For those of you who want to see how it looks while actually in operation. I love how that guy just stood there. He wasn't even doing anything. Nice. Next wave. Okay, the launch thingy, whatever it's called, should be loading up here shortly. Just a few more seconds. Hopefully we get the opportunity to actually see him in combat, See it actually working. Launch build booster. Here we go. And whoa, that was kind of nifty. Did you see that? He was like flying all over the place there. That was actually pretty cool. I've never seen that one in game before. So I'm actually going to do a rematch. I want to see it one more time. It's always good to get a different view of things. And I don't know. What's interesting about this game is playing on auto. You play on auto over and over and over, and it's not the same game every time. I'm not sure exactly what they did to make sure. I guess they gave every AI a little bit of its own intelligence, so it does things slightly different every time. I appreciate it, though. It makes it for a less boring game. It's not the exact same every single time. In fight, it's like I said, it's nice aggressive looking. It kind of looks like mosquito wings almost. Dragonfly-esque, Another thing that's interesting about this game is how they are able to get all of the parts to work together like this, You'll see guns and swords going through parts regularly. Launch build booster. Okay, up and in his face and shooting down like that. It's a very slow cutscene, but it is pretty cool. I do like that. It's kind of got that purple coloring thing to it. I do like that. So very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the Gundam Gusion Rebake looks like in-game. Like I said, this is one of my favorite parts, and we'll go ahead and exit out of here, go back into it, and use my Gonna Squish. Or is it Wanna Squish? I think it's Wanna Squish. I think that's what I named him. I need to come up with a better naming system for my games. Okay, so let's use this one right here. Okay, next. No reliefs. I'm going to have to refill. Just do that right now. And again, recovered, and go on in auto, and let's see how this looks. Those of you who have used these parts, which of the three is your favorite and why? When it comes to aesthetics. Oh, I forgot to talk about aesthetics for this one. They're not my absolute favorite. I think they're kind of awkward looking, the balls, you know, but it's a very useful part, and it's not unattractive per se. I've seen much worse. Let's see how this goes. This guy's not as powerful as my Thor dude. Ooh, that was cool. He's got the Gerberus straight tiger thingy, whatever sabers. Very nice. Very flashy and show-offy. Yeah, you show it off. You show off. Okay, the forearm thingy, whatever. I should memorize the names of these. Forearm combat, there we go. Right up in the air. See, I just love that so freaking much. And it heals, like I said, and nice pound into the dirt there at the end, the ground there. It's pretty awesome looking. I didn't like how the vision we were at there, though. That made it a little hard to see. Come on, dude. This is what I hate about the AI. They just, I mean, that's what they're supposed to do, right? But it's still annoying. Do you see that? Defenders stun people. You're not as fast at killing as Thor is. Thor Ragnarok, and this is not my movie quote. Strongest Avenger. Strongest Avenger. Strongest Avenger. Funny. Speaking of movie quotes, I'm not sure I'm going to continue doing them just because it's a lot harder than I thought it would be to place them in the videos, and nobody ever guessed the last quote. I put it in there twice. I'll give you a hint. I don't necessarily speak it. So if you want to go and find those videos, be my guest. Yeah, so I do movie quotes a lot, but I'm finding that I use the same ones regularly, and trying to put something into my speech in here is a lot harder than I thought it would be. And so, yeah, we'll see. I'll play around with it and see how I feel moving forward. Okay. I still need to, Leo earned he got that very first quote right off the bat, and I still haven't created a special channel or anything like that. Yeah, things have just been really busy. Okay, here we go. Forearm combat. Pow, 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 pow. Gosh, I love that. It's like, hit the ground. It's so awesome. It really is pretty cool. It's just dramatic. I like dramatic. And nearly done here, nearly done. If I were in charge, it would probably be... Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not very good at fighting. If I were fighting, you know, like with my long shooter. Here, let's see if I can manual kill him. Pow, 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 pow. Come on. Stop. I'm really bad at this. Tap. I tapped it. Thank you. Okay, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. I think Galio's a better pilot than I am. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Okay, we're putting it back on auto because I just can't do... Okay, I still need to practice doing all the infighter stuff. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on these three backs. Hit the like and the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon if you want to be alerted to future videos. And make sure you join my Discord server. Link is in the description. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.